Overlord kills. I'm kind of disappointed right now, actually. But whatever, you know, I guess he's a pro gamer, he knows best. We actually saw hits being taken from the temple of BeSt, and indeed, Saint is coming again towards the temple, and I believe that in the long run he will try to make use of this temple, and BeSt will have to be very, very careful when he will be wishing to expand at the position above his main, to which this ridge leads, that he does not get caught. He does have the pylon to make sure when the troops come in, but still, you have to be very, very careful as Protoss finally attacking and killing an Overlord, but I think it's already a little bit too late. A lot of Hydras coming out, and I think that BeSt should have made most of the time before before the Hydras came out. Lurkers, of course, have already been morphed. A couple of Lurkers, as you already seen, pretty much every PvZ trying to take shots at the gateway that is no longer within the reach of the cannon. The cannon trying to, of course, detect those hidden Lurkers. And really, this is looking good for Saint. He has not been challenged whatsoever, only losing 1 or 2 Overlords, and he's been able to establish his 4th base, and 4-base Zerg, of course, is already quite a strong threat. So I think that Saint actually has a good position in this one, and if he manages, of course, to keep his army alive, or at least more or less alive when those Reavers will come in, and Templar as well, then he actually has a good shot in this game, and he is seemingly going for an attack right now. He is bringing down units, and he may try to actually go for the temple, since he has been attacking it from the beginning of the game, and he has actually destroyed the temple, and he is going for the expansion, and this was what I was talking about. And BeSt, carelessness by BeSt. I'm so disappointed, and BeSt will lose the Nexus, and this is horrible for him, and really weak play right now by BeSt. I'm very disappointed. He should have realized that the temple was gone by that time, and he should have taken some safety precautions. He should have left some units there to deal with a force like this, and now he will lose his expansion. He will be put even further back economically, and I'm pretty sure that on the other side, but good Reaver kills, but still, all in all, this was a loss for him, even though if he manages to slaughter all these Hydras and get a couple of shots there at the expansion, there will be Hydras coming to reinforce by the time that the Reavers manage to destroy something really about that hatchery. So indeed, the Reavers retreating now with these Hydras coming in, and I believe that Saint will be looking to get the 5th base. By the way, all the Overlords have in the meantime been rallied to a couple of spore colonies, if I'm correct, meaning that Saint is playing very safe right now, not wanting to lose their Overlords, and I think this is a nice play from him. I'm definitely encouraging this, just playing it out safe, making up some spore colonies to just keep your Overlords alive. And in the meantime, he seems to be going for an attack. He knows he has to somehow balance the economic problem that he has right now, and he is going for this expansion at 1 o'clock. He should, however, be very, very careful, especially if he is attacked from the back. He needs to hold this off, and those Corsairs doing more or less nothing. He has a fleet of Corsairs, and they have been doing very, very little since the start of the game. I'm disappointed with the Corsairs up until now, and now trying to go in for that sunken colony, but a good number of shots from the sunken colony, and now no defense left. No defense left for the Reaver, and the Reaver goes down, the shuttle go down, all his troops go down, and a couple of Corsairs managed to survive. So really, if BeSt wants to become an OSL or an MSL champion, he will need to put up a lot more against his Zerg opponents than what he is doing right now. So not a very strong play from him up until now. Careless right there also with the Reaver, leaving it in the back. He actually had troops defending it from the back from the Hydras, but he sent them all in towards the sunken colony. Maybe all in all a little bit of a questionable tactic there to attack whilst the army was waiting in behind from Saint, and he actually knew it, that he could actually very well get pinned back against the wall. And it seems another Hydra attack, and I don't know, finally he does have something there. This is exactly what he should have had prepared back when Saint took down that expansion the first time, and he needs some good storming. He needs some good storming there. That was a good storm, another good storm. but he needs a couple of more good storms to really deal effectively with this. That was another good storm. Very nice placement over all those Zerg units. This High Templar will die, but he definitely did his job up until now. And really, Saint is in a very strong position. I did not expect this. I would have thought that, oh man, and this DT will be going down. There is an Overlord there, and the Overlord, of course, coming in there right in the nick of time, and the DT managing to do nothing. So, up until now, what I'm disappointed with BeSt is mostly the fact that he lost that expansion so easily that he was setting up. He should have been a little bit more careful up there. And secondly, he has not been very aggressive, and you know, in StarCraft, if you just turtle in your base and wait it out, you will lose the game. That's simply clear. And that's what, in my opinion, what he did in the beginning of the game, not being aggressive enough with the Corsairs, and also indeed he did get some harassment with 2 Reavers done, but I think he should continue up with that to try to get a stronger position in this one. In the meantime, teching up to Hive, so high tech coming in for the Zerg, and it is getting more and more difficult for Protoss as we speak. This actually reminds me of a game that I watched yesterday of what was that? I believe that was July Zerg versus Nani in a tournament, I believe, organized by SE for All, with foreigners versus Korean pro gamers. And the situation resembles that game very, very much, simply because just as July, Saint now has been able to thwart any economic attempts by BeSt, just as July did with Nani, and simply pushing back the Protoss against the wall, tacking up, and then getting Defilers, maybe even Ultralist fairly soon, and that will definitely be a game ender, like a, you know, Mortal Kombat fatality. And nice stuff, stopping those lurkers and attacking just at the opportune moment. So a lot of damage inflicted right here to the Protoss army already, and the Protoss army does have to get back at Zerg. BeSt does have to eliminate one of these expansions if he wants to slowly get back into this one, because still he's fighting a 4-base Zerg, and this is a losing battle for him up until now, I believe. And nice storming there, trying to storm the lurkers, of course. No observer here, interestingly enough, I believe. I didn't see an observer, though. I know he has observers, of course, by this time, but I don't know if there is... Oh, there is an observer there. Okay. I think he had forgotten. I thought he had forgotten to bring one. And those Zerglings trying to run by were stopped very well. And of course, this could actually be a strategy that would work out fairly well right now, bringing in all these kind of rather cheap units, Hydras and Cracklings, to fight the Protoss force. And indeed, a lot of Zerglings coming in there from the side, and they're harassing these goons like crazy. More Cracklings, and really they're doing a great job right here. 2 Archons being melded in, but this will definitely all come way too late, and you see that the Protoss army has simply been surrounded from all sides by Zerg and has lost everything. So really in a fairly weak position BeSt right now. He does have the middle of the map, but it's only a question of time until he will be pushed back by Zerg, and he has to take care about that shuttle. He needs to take care about the Reaver. Reaver managing to drop a shot. He needs to get that Reaver out of there, and the Reaver dies. Man, that was again careless. He should have brought the Reaver in the safety of his goons. Managed to kill an hatchery, by the way, at 2 o'clock, whilst or maybe he forced Saint to cancel it. Not entirely sure about that, but still, the fact is that he did manage to stop the 5th base from going up, but still, strong position in the meantime. Defiler Mound, of course, and soon when those Dark Swarms will come in, and Plague, of course, it will really be over. All the Corsairs dying, really way too late. He should have used the Corsairs earlier, and now he will have to be fighting for his 4th base. I do not feel that Saint will allow the 4th base to go up that easily. BeSt now trying to attack that, and he needs to take care about all these all those Zerglings, and they will try to make a run by and maybe go for the expansion directly. I see this red blob there. No.